Welcome back, guys, and today we are here with a new deck, a deck I've affectionately claimed as Aristocats. This is my nickname, no one else is allowed to use it, but this is a black-white sacrifice deck, and got some pretty nice toys in the expansion, some stuff which I think the deck did need. We'll talk about Sacred Cat and Anointed Priest in a second, but basically the thing I liked with Aristocrats is that it had a very good game against, well, it played well against slower decks and more mid-rangey decks, but you had the risk of just getting ran over by aggro. But with all this extra life gain from the Sacred Cats and the Anointed Priest, you do have a slight better chance. So I thought, hey, why not revisit it? And I've been having a lot of fun with this deck recently, so well, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Now, I'm not going to talk about any of the older cards. Well, I guess, you know what, I'll talk about some of the older cards. Can be bothered, can be bothered. Sifter of Skulls, I like Sifter of Skulls. This card I think has got a slight buff in this expansion, which is some would argue was needed, because this card's not exactly been taken over the meta, but whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you get a Scion, which means it works really well with your embalmed creatures like Sacred Cat and Anointed Priest, because you get a token for them dying, then you can bring them back, and that's just a lot of damage for Namtuka Husk. Namtuka Husk, of course, being the build-around card in this deck. This deck is essentially built around Namtuka Husk being able to one-shot your opponent in that sense, in the sense that, like I said, I mean, with all these, you make a bunch of tokens and then you just attack with like a 20/20 Namtuka Husk, which, because of Sifter of Skulls, they don't really see coming, but obviously that's a rare, so you can't really rely on that. But Namtuka Husk is the build-around card. We have a bit of grind with hidden stockpiles at other sacrifice outlet. And yeah, apart from that, it's just a bunch of token makers, bunch of creatures, and then on our top end we got Regal Caracol, which is another favourite of mine from this expansion. It's a cat lord, hence the Aristocats, and it brings a bunch of friends along. It's a really powerful card, actually. I've found it's pleasantly surprised me. Just even by itself, it's not the worst thing in the world to have, especially against an aggro deck. They can't remove the cat itself. It's a real pain for them to deal with. And we run a one-off Call of Unity up the top, just in case the sacrifice plan doesn't work out. We can go wide with a bunch of really big tokens. What else is in the deck? I mean, like I said, I mean, that's really it. There's nothing too exciting. Our removal is just simply 2 Anguish and Makings and 3 Fatal Push. A card which didn't make the deck, and it did break my heart, believe me, is Anointed Procession. This is I've got a tokens version of the deck without the Namtuka Husks that runs this card, but in this version I couldn't justify it because some of your creatures aren't that impressive in the token making department. But anyway, I mean, apart from that, mana base is pretty actually it's not straightforward, I lie, I always say that even though it's we run 4 Volvenwalds to help trigger Revolt, and we also run 1 Rogue's Passage, works really well with the Namtuka Husk, or just help force through damage. And then 2 Westvale Abbeys just to help close out the game against deck that can't deal with it. But apart from that, it's really straightforward. I had a pretty hilarious game with it, where I had 2 Smothering Abominations out, a bunch of tokens, and then I made the Omen Doll. So I drew like 15 cards. I had to discard 9. I know that was entertaining. I had to discard 9 cards. But hopefully we get some more spice like that on camera here. This is screaming red deck. I don't know, whenever I see this guy's avatar it just screams mono red to me, but hopefully it's not, because I don't think our mono red matchup is still good despite the cats. And he's on the play, Kevin Style with a dollar mark instead of the S, so we know we're facing a baller here. I'm gonna keep. It's not the best hand in the world, it's a 5-lander, but it is 2/4, and if he kills the carrier throw we get to use Shram's Expertise. Hand's perfect, simple as really. Okay, that's just much better. I'm not playing up my Revolving Rods, by the way, because, like I said, I do run Hidden Stockpile in the deck, so in case we draw out, we want a way to trigger Revolt for free. If it comes to the point where it starts affecting our decisions, I will play out the Revolving Rods, but at the minute I see no reason to. Like if we need a second black, for example, I will probably I'm going to lead with Carrier Thrall over the Anointed Priest, just because our opponent doesn't seem to be the most aggressive deck, and Carrier Thrall does more damage, basically. blue-green is something I haven't seen too much of, so you could just be like playing a tempo-y game, or you could be playing a something else. But he's passing the turn here, so I am 95% sure he has a Bounding Crisis, or a what's the other one called? I can't remember it. So I could play around Censor. Do I want to play around Censor? Yeah, we'll play around Censor. We do get screwed over if we draw a double black spell on turn 4 if we don't crack Evolving Wilds. Which one's more? We're getting blown out by Censor or drawing into one of our 4 double black cards. Honestly, I don't mind if he censors me, so I think I will look for my black now. See if he counters it, because if he counters it then we can attack. And I am not going to attack into this board, I'm sorry. He has to have something. Okay, he didn't play it, so he's either really desperate to blow me out, but... I mean, I think I'm right not to attack there, I'm not in a rush. And, well, he's playing black, so he's Sultai, that kind of changes the equation here. Now I feel more safe to attack, because there's much less likely chance he's like a tempo deck now, with the Bounding Crisis. It's a good idea if you're... That was good for my opponent, that little tape he hid the colour from me, so I didn't know. Like I said, I mean, you saw my thought process there. I'll get my black here. We could just go for like an Ormondal. What's Sultai going to do about an Ormondal? Sacrifice or bounce? Fail push. Now we will attack. It would be really, really funny there if he had the the Bounding Crisis, but instead, yeah, it looks like we're playing a more control-y deck. If he's using an Aether Hub like that, that kind of implies to me that he doesn't have a sweeper, so I think I might just slang out the SRAM's expertise for no value. And we will not play the Fatal Push. Could kill my own creature here, but if we've got a Westville Abbey, I'm not too worried about that. It's so tempting to go for the Westvale, but against blue and black, both which have answers for it, then I'm not too worried. Okay. Gilt Leaf Winnower. I mean, I'm not putting him on bounce spells in his deck. I mean, I can't go for it this turn anyway, so I guess that's irrelevant, but... probably just going to bring back my Anointed Priest. Seems good. We'll hide the colourless lands from him, so we will play you. And we're not going to attack, because honestly, against my opponent's deck, I can't think of anything they have, judging by how they've played this so far, using Gilt Leaf and a Aether Meltdown. I'm not judging. I mean, I guess Aether Meltdown slows down Ormondal, but I mean, it's still a 5-power creature. I think I'm just going to go for the Ormondal. It might be too risky, but I think we can recover even if he does kill it or bounce it or whatever. Hopefully, anyway. We have drawn quite an insane amount of lands here. 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think I'm going to go for it. Ormondal, if he can't deal with it, it's just going to win the game in like 2 turns here, so... And we're not exactly winning here. He can... Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. If he has a bounce spell, my opponent's just better than me. It's that simple. Live dangerously. This is a living dangerously channel. We even get a Scion. It's just pure value. Pure value. Okay, does it... Oh, I don't have a bounce spell. Don't do this to me. Fog. Perfect. Perfect. I see our opponent is playing a menagerie of cards here. the powerful card of Fog. If only we had Insult in this deck. I would not complain if I stopped drawing lands. I will be perfectly honest here. We can still lose this game, like very easily. He just needs to answer Ormondal, and we are like screwed, judging how heavily we are flooding here. And actually, I miscounted my lands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. So we have seen a good nearly half our lands basically, and we are 15 cards deep. Just magic things. Okay, that's going to slow it down. Unless he has the second one, in which case I'll be really sad. Well, the third one actually, I guess. I mean, it's still, even if he has the third one, it is a 1/7 blocker. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, our opponent's attacking here. He didn't draw the cards as well, by the way. That's interesting with his Glint Sleeve Siphon. No, he did, because of the energy from Aether Meltdown, I lie. My opponent's not gone totally crazy yet. Like I should have played the Evolving Wilds in case he flashes in something here. Like Bounding Curses, then I could kill it, but we're not in a good situation. We've got him on a 3-turn clock, and we just have nothing going on. We just have a bunch of lands. I'm wondering if it's right to crack Evolving Wilds to... Oh my god! We're dead unless we draw Anguish from Macon. Why isn't he going for it? Hang on, I wish I could read Saheeli's artistry, but you could copy Omendal, right? You could copy Omendal and then... oh, he's going to copy Gearhulk next turn. I see what he's doing. That's so risky though if we have the... Oh my god, we're so screwed. I need to crack. I need to crack now. It's screw Revolt. We need to draw the Anguish of Macon. We need to thin our deck. Oh god. On all the cards I thought that would counter Omendal, I did not put Thingy highly up on that list. SRAM's expertise isn't going to quite do it. I shouldn't have played out Rogue's Passage, but hang on, it's a token, but it has Indestructible. Yeah, so even though it's a token, it has Indestructible, so we can't kill it with the Fatal Push. I think, anyway. I don't know what we're playing for here. I don't know what we're playing for. I mean, maybe he doesn't attack and then we can like get him with Rogue's Passage or something. I don't know. No, we're dead here. We're so dead. I'm not even upset. Our opponent fogged us for the win because we would have had lethal this turn. Oh, this game was just perfect. Our opponent played it masterfully. I'm literally not even upset. This was exactly how Magic was intended to be played. Hang on, let's think. If we'd attacked that turn, we would have missed out on 2 points of damage. Maybe 3. Yeah, we were dead anyway. Props to our opponent. We can't even kill our own kill our own Omendal here. Yep, that they just absolutely 100% annihilated us. I don't know. What are we even playing for here? Are we just dead on board? I don't know. He gains 13 life. Oh no, hang on. We win. Never mind. No, we don't win because we can't block it. Shit. If we could block it, then we could kill our own token. We could block it, then we could kill our own token. He wouldn't gain the life. We could kill him in the backswing, but we don't have a flying blocker. Maybe if we'd left Omendal back. I don't know. How much we taking here? 13, 17, 21. I mean, probably just gonna block like that, and then take 13, 17. No, still dead. Do you have to double block as well? I think so. I think so. What's stopping us from blocking like this? Oh, that's got Menace as well, yeah. We have to throw everything in front of the bus here. I guess I could have fatal pushed that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm playing for here. Where. I don't think it's going to matter. Like, our hopes to... Like, even if we top check Angelic... I mean... Anguish and Making, we're dead on the backswing, so... yeah. I just want to see if the token does kill this thing, just for future references. No, it doesn't, so... I'm not sure if that's right or not. Someone could let me know in the comments. Sacred Cat, just on time. Respect... Ooh, I just punched the wall in pure anger. No, that was perfect. The Fog Saheeli's Artistry combo. Perfect. I don't think I played that wrong particularly. Like... realistically, if I don't go for the Omendal, the board wasn't like looking fantastic for me. You know, he would have still had a removal spell, he would have still had the fog, he still had like the Guilt Leaf attacking me every time. I don't know, but either way, my whoever he was with the $ in his name, he just comprehensively outplayed me. I still think it was super greedy for him to go for the Verdurous Gearhulk before going for the Saheeli's Artistry. I think he should have went for that first, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Oh, that was so close as well. If we had a block, like if we... No, there's no way we can get out of that, I don't think. But I did forget about the whole block and use my fatal push. That would have been a sweet win if that had worked out, but unfortunately, yeah, I didn't have a flying blocker. Omendal's a good card, as it turns out, even for and against me. But we fought the good fight, and that's all that matters. Hope you guys enjoyed, because, like I said, the fog won him the game. He had exactly 5 life, we had a 5 power attacker. It's ironic. Ironic, really. But it looks like we're having some sort of connection issues, so I think I will pause and see if we can get a game 2. And we found an opponent, actually straight afterwards. I know, and you will never know that, but I immediately I got disconnected and just rejoined. It was perfect. But hopefully it'll be as entertaining as the last one. Darkal 986 is our opponent of the day, and let us see. Oh, this hand is, yep, this hand's perfect. Perfect. All I'm hoping for is the hidden stockpile off the top, and this hand cannot lose. We do have a decision whether we want to play Carrier Thrall turn 2 or Namtuka Husk turn 3 with this hand, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Judging by the flood last game, we could probably just going to draw land anyway, and that will solve all our problems. But we will see. We did not. I'm just going to play Carrier Thrall. And then, I mean, not the end of the world, because I can hold up Fatal Push with Revolt next turn. So, and we run plenty of 2-drops and an untapped land. There's lots of good draws. More creatures is ideal. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Opponent looks to be a red-green deck, so no Saheeli's Artistries, and it means Westvale will just win the game on the spot, barring like an Act of Treason effect, I guess. But we did draw the untapped land, by the way, but we're just gonna pretend that nah, we didn't need to. And I mean, red green is gonna struggle to kill this thing, kill Namtuka Husk. Like even a 4-power burn spell, we can sacrifice the Carrier Thrall for essentially. And we have removal spells to clear the way. This could be an interesting game. Depends how good our opponent's creatures are, basically. And Thopter Engineer is a good one. Makes things awkward for us because to punch through it we have to sacrifice a creature to get past the body. But I might just fatal push that thing. If we're playing Thopters, well, green red, I don't know actually. Let's see what we draw. Well, that's a gosh darn good draw. Yeah, that thing's gonna die. I'm just gonna, against red green, I like getting a little bit aggressive here. Probably should pay attention to what colours I need. We've got white, black, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to get a white then. Just in case he's playing more artifact creatures, then that cuts him off that, and we still have another removal spell in hand if he plays something big and scary. And then, if hopefully we draw an untapped land, and then we get to an Angel of Invention next turn, and that will be pretty good. Easy for him to burn out though, but we'll still have the Scions, we'll still have the Servos, which work well with our friend Namtuka Husk. That's kind of sad. That's annoying. it's a Death Touch creature. That's just rude. And he can sacrifice the Inferno Fist to kill my Angel. That's just mean. I don't know. Do I kill that thing? That just seems so wrong. Or do I let my Husk die, is the question. No. We're going to play out Angel. We're going to make the tokens. I'm going to attack with the Carrier Thrall. We're not going to give him the Gnarlwood Dryad thing, because like maybe if he... Wow, he's blocking like that. I am absolutely fine with that block. He was holding back Namtuka Husk with there, so now we get to... Does he have Boiling Earth? Radiant Flames, one of the two. I bet that's what he's got, you know. I can tell. Our friend Dark Owl is a maniac over here. He's going to be running Boiling Earth, that's what he's going to do. Just wipe our field. Yep, that's what I was expecting. Well, I should have sacrificed, but as long as he doesn't have shock or something, it shouldn't cost us. He does not, so all is well. Now we can start getting aggressive here. Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Weaponcraft Enthusiast attack with Shambling Vents, that's the question. I like attacking with Shambling. No. Yes. Yeah, he's going to chump this turn, so I like attacking with Shambling. Now we have a pretty potent attack coming our opponent here. Best he can do is chump. Or trade, I guess, but I'm fine with the trade. Yep. And we still have a creature in hand, we have a removal spell, so there's not too much I'm afraid of here. Gonna get a second black here. Well, third black, I guess. Like I said, I could hold it up for Revolt, but, well, I've got my Eldrazi Scion now, and I mean, if I draw it, I can just sacrifice a creature for it or something like that, so I think I'm doing okay. Our opponent's deck he's stuck on lands as well, so I kind of want to close this one out. And yeah, we have lethal now. 2, 4. Yeah, we have lethal Weaponcraft Enthusiast. It's one of the power things of Namtuka Husk is that if your opponent taps out, there's a lot of situations where you can just do what I'm doing here. Like I know my opponent's mana screwed, but if they ever like tap out, you well. Well, I just threw the game away apparently. That was a misclick, by the way. I don't even know what happened there. Are we killing that thing? Here we are. Because I don't want to gain in life. But that was obviously a misclick. I don't even know what happened there. I was just sacrificing all the creatures. Well, this game just got interesting. If he drew a land as well, I'll be very salty. Because if he held a Tireless Tracker there, instead of playing out a land, I'll be very salty. Yeah, okay, you top deck the Tireless Tracker. But yeah, that was a misclick. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. Kill that thing instantly. Play out a Knighted Priest here. I don't even know what happened. I was just sacrificing creatures. I don't know. Put it behind us. Put us behind it. It wasn't a misplay. It was a misclick. There's a difference. And then we are in trouble though if he draws a land. If he draws a land, then and like goes like P and Kieran the law, then we're just dead. Rolling Thunder for 1. Okay, I think we're still fine here. We just unnecessarily took this game. We basically like 3 for 1 ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, our opponent got really mana screwed here, although he is running over 60 cards, so you know, no mercy. Who would run over 60 cards? Disgrace. Make sure it doesn't mistap now. I don't know. Weird games today. Weird games. Opponent could have a couple of fogs, I guess, to buy him some time, but I mean, we have lots of good draws. Any non-land is a good draw at this point. What the hell is that thing? Vigilance 3/2. He's still dead. Still dead. Rogue's Passage. That would pretty much clear this though. Okay, so we managed to win despite sacrificing our board, including our Husk. So, yeah, he's dead. That thing doesn't have lifelink. He's dead. He's dead. He's definitely dead. Okay, yeah. Okay. That was a game. We played Magic. Things happened. I apologize. Okay, back up to rank 11. Cast some green spells. Cast some sorceries. Get some wins in versus battle. First win of the day. Look at that. Now we'll try and redeem ourselves with a 2-1 here, and yeah. But yeah, I do like this deck. I do recommend it. It is fun, and I mean, you haven't seen it go off yet. I'm talking Smother and Abominations kind of style things, but it's the back. Obviously, going up is like kind of the goal, but you can't rely on it every game. Otherwise, the deck would probably be too good. We're playing blue, so let's see if he's playing mono red. This hand is not a keep. This hand is a keep. It's pretty slow, but we do have the Dream hidden stockpile with Evolving Wilds out. So Question is, are we going to go for that? And I think the answer is yes. I'm not in a rush to play this thing turn 3 because we've got Smothering Abomination which we want to play turn 4. So this is the kind of hand though where it's very easy for an aggressive deck to just murder you. Hey look, it's an aggressive deck and it's about to murder me. With this sudden change of events, I probably would have liked to play out Weaponcraft Enthusiast turn 3, but you know, things happen. I could still do it and just say screw Hidden Stockpile. Yeah, goodbye Hidden Stockpile. We're basically doing nothing turn 2 anyway, so... I just realised I didn't fetch up the double black for Smothering Abomination. But I did get up the double white for Regal Caracal, so you know. Thinking long term here. Let's see if he discards and puts a vampire into play. Hey look, he discards and puts a vampire into play. Anguish and Making is not good in this matchup. This is the kind of matchup we're talking about for Anointed Priests and Sacred Cats, for example. Unfortunately, both of them aren't really in our hand. To be fair though, Weaponcraft Enthusiast will buy us some time here. We can... That's a really good trade with the Blood Mad, and we can, you know, hopefully get something going here. That's a good draw as well, but not for the time being. Right now, I'm pretty much hoping to top deck a Swamp off the top, and then we can go Weaponcraft Enthusiast plus Fatal Push. But we do need lands basically. You saw how much we drew in the first game. Hopefully, I would be very happy if the rest of my deck was just lands on top. I think we'd win this game if that was the case. Liliana, we're dead. Liliana's pretty good versus Kratz. That's a little tidbit for you there. I guess we hold him off for a turn, except for the 4-power creature. Yeah, I mean we have an Anguish and Making which we have to fire off now. And he has a Fiery Temper, good God. Good God. We just got murdered. Who was our opponent? He better be rank 40. Blue. God damn it, and you're playing red. I even joked about that. Yeah, we're just dead here. I have to play Anguish and Making on that, and then have to play Anguish and Making on that, and then like I don't even know what we're looking for. Swamp again, and then we can go Anguish Making, Fatal Push. I think that's about our only out. Namtuka Husk, yeah. I think we're just dead basically, especially if he has something else here. But I don't see. It's not winning battle to play out any of our creatures there versus the Liliana. He just punches straight through anyway. Like yeah, it holds this thing off for a turn, but then we're just in the exact same boat next time. Maybe it's right. Maybe I should have played out Weaponcraft Enthusiast. No, we're just dead here. Howdy here. We got vampired. Nothing else to say. We're gonna jump to another one. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That does not count. We got Liliana'd. I mean, if we didn't have the Liliana, maybe we have a chance that game. But yeah. Kratz notoriously struggles with Liliana, and at the same time it also struggles with aggro, so when someone decides to put both in the same deck, well, things tend to go a bit south. I don't agree, by the way, on putting Liliana in Kratz. I'll throw that out there. I mean, in Vampires, she doesn't really do anything against the decks you already struggle to beat, which is kind of the issue. But anyway, we will jump into game 4 here, the rare game 4. We have 2 lander. I mean, we're keeping this. We have 2 lands. We have everything we could ever want. Our opponent's mulligan down to 6, and he keeps. Like we have the Hidden Stockpile, Sacred Cat, Carrier Thrall. Things are just going to go off here. We have a Removal Spell, Shroud's Expertise. We have Westvale Abbey. If our opponent plays like a 1-drop there, I would just burst it. Well, this hand is a lot more suited. Like, imagine if this was our last opponent. This is the kind of hand we're after. We can like trade with his Fury Blade here, then we can, you know, get or use our removal spells on his Anguish and Making. We're fine, you know. This is the kind of situation where which would be a lot more happier in. But this isn't last game. This is this game, and we have a different battle on our hands. We will attack here, see what our opponent does. We didn't miss our 3rd land drop, but unfortunately we drew 2 of our 3 colourless lands, which means we may struggle on coloured sources this game. I.e. we can't hidden stockpile. But we'll come to that. Or Anguish and Making, actually, so yeah. Looks like it's a cat turn. we'll see how this one plays out. We're not dead, but we obviously need to find either a white or a black source in our deck. Pierre's Revolution. Okay, we're up against it now. I'm assuming we're playing like that Implement of Combustion deck, although he hasn't played an Implement yet, which gives me hope. That's not a good draw against this deck. Yeah, we're just passing the turn here. And then, if we draw a white source, we can Shrams into Hidden Stockpile, which is something I'd be very happy about. Or even like Shrams into Anguish I'm making. We will see though. Not the best games for the deck. I just haven't really been drawn perfectly, bad matchups, etc, etc. But have we even won today? Did we win game 2? We did, but it was a disaster along the way. 1 and 2 so far. Hopefully we can make it 2 and 2. Well, that thing will die if he kills one of our creatures here. But I'm probably just going to kill the Pierre's Revolution if we draw a coloured source. 5 drop off the top. Magic. You are a cruel game. Yeah, screw it, we're attacking with the cat as well. If he wants to block the cat, then I can then fatal push it and embalm the cat. So I'm fine with that. We can't actually do both on this turn though, can we? Guess I'll just kill that thing then. Take the 3 damage, I'm not worried about my life. I'm misplaying pretty badly here, but we just need a coloured source. We drew like 20 lands in game 1, and now we're not drawing any lands at all. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Pierre and Kieran Nala would be the worst draw. I'm not worried about a Thraben Gargoyle. If we lose, I don't know. Magic is being a bit bizarre today, but hopefully it redeems himself with not a 5 drop. Yep. This is just insanity. Insanity. We're still not out of this game. If we draw lands, we have such an amazing curve that I can't quit. Should I even attack? If I attack, then yeah, we have to attack. Because he blocks, and then we get a land. We basically get a colourless source from our carrier throw. We'll take the 3 again because I'm still happy with my life total. I've got so much life gain in my hand. And now if we draw a land, we can Angel of Invention and everything will be... We can Regal Caracal and everything will be fine. If we just find a coloured source... You know what's coming off the top? It's the second Westville Abbey. Bottle Gnomes. We can't lose to Bottle Gnomes.deck. Please. Please, game. Just give me a land. I refuse to lose to Bottle Gnomes.deck. I will take anything. Anything. We're gonna lose the bottle. You can like combo us off here. What have we drawn this game? We drew Fatal Push, 5 drop, 5 drop, 4 drop. Juggernaut. We're gonna lose to Juggernaut. We can't beat it. We can't beat our opponent. We need land. Please. I'll take the 1 here. I will take the 1. But just think of the glory if we draw a white source here. We're like, instantly we're back in this game if we draw a white source. Even a black source buys us time. I have to do it. I have to do it, don't I? Yeah. I have to do it. I don't know, maybe I wasn't meant to do it because now I can't play the Angel. I don't know. I've got a feeling somehow that the lands will not come this game. The lands will not come. Untethered Express. We'll take the 5 here from the Juggernaut this turn. Then we hope to draw into land where we can Angelic Making. We could chump, and then we chump with the creature eventually. Yeah. I think we're fine here. We're fine. At worst, we start giving him artifacts back. That's not even the worst draw in the world. We can now start chumping both his creatures here. I will... This thing is a... Oh, never mind, it's a 5/5 attack. I forgot it's completely broke. Well, actually, we can still trade off with it. So we trade off with the train, we chump the thingy, and then we go from there. I'm trying to think of bad draws on the deck. We have 2, 3... We have literally 4 bad cards on the deck. I guess Evolving Wilds is pretty miserable as well, so... We have 7 bad draws on our deck. Hell, even actually thinking about it, Shambling Vent's also a bad draw, so that's 9. In fact, the other Isolated Chapel's a bad draw, that's 10. We have 10 bad draws on our deck. Hopefully it won't be one of them. Actually, the Stram's Expertise 11. Infectious Bloodlust. Yeah, we're just dead here. 4, 5, 6. We chump everything in front of that train. 7. And then we chump with the Weaponcraft Enthusiast. If he has anything here. We can't give him the train back, otherwise we just die. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, by the way. We can get a sign at least, so hey. I'll take 3. Gets Infectious back. We have... I don't know. This was just never a game. This was just never a game. Consulate Skygate. See, it's funny that he drew the aggressive cards in his deck when I'm like completely screwed. Well, fuck it. This game was I forgot about the hidden stockpiles. This game was a disaster. You know what, screw it. We are not leaving on that. We will play one more game where we have a competitive game. I've refused to leave after such a monstrosity performance as that. That wasn't even a loss. That was bloody. Our opponent could have been playing someone. I don't know. That was just no. We refuse to talk about that. And yes, I'm aware that I threw too many blockers in front of the train. I just did it anyway because I wanted to. Okay. Oh, comprende? I'm angry now. This is angry night talk. He just wants to win. Can we get a win, please? That was something else, that game. I'll tell you that for free. This hand looks keepable, but again, we do need to draw lands. Our opponent leads with the turn 1 Sun. Oh, okay, this is it. This is it. This is Descent into Insanity. This is it. Descent into Insanity, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'm not going to crack the Evolving Wilds yet because if we have to do it turn 3, then we can do it turn 3 to guarantee we can play like Smothering Abomination. But again, the whole hidden stockpile thing. If we draw it turn 3, we want to be able to play it. Opponent is definitely on the Duels, the D card aggro, which is gonna. If we lose the D card aggro, I'm just gonna retire from the game. It's been a pleasure knowing you all. But we shouldn't lose the D card aggro. We have a good draw, we have a removal in case he has the aura plan going on, we have a carrier thrall, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We can get Smothering Abomination and start drawing a million cards, Sifter of Skulls, draw a million more. Everything's going to be fine here. Everything. We can't lose. This game is already over. Our opponent just doesn't know it yet. Who is our opponent? Fox Estro. We're not losing to Fox Estro. My mortal enemy now. He did have a pretty good curve, 1, 2, 3. Can't ask for too much more than that. Is this the one that gives first strike? Yes, so we can't block that thing. He's going to exert here, but he won't be able to attack next turn, so we're not under too much pressure. Because we'll be taking, well, actually we are under quite a bit of pressure here actually, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Westvale Abbey. Get Carrier Thrall down. And we have life gain from the tokens eventually. So might even just chump with Carrier Thrall, to be honest, on this first strike. I just buy time. I mean, I don't know. Angelic Destiny has not looked good this matchup. We're looking for like a Stram's Expertise. I think that would be a good draw. Weaponcraft Enthusiast also isn't terrible. But I think if nothing else changes, I'm playing Smother Abomination next turn. See what our opponent does here. Yeah, he attacks with that. We can't even double block it. We can jump if we want, but because it's exerted, I don't want to jump this turn, so I can just jump later, because I've got a good trade with this thing now. Take 5, we're down to 10. Okay. Yeah. Gonna get you down now. Opponent has an exerted creature, we can not attack this turn. We can jump this turn, and then we'll take 3 in the air. And we have Sift of Skulls, Angelic Maker, and we should hopefully get somewhere. Cartouche of Zeal, that is a problem. This deck might not be good. Yeah, it's not good against aggro. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to trade off here. We're going to trade off here. We're going to trade off here. We are going to trade off here. I said it. I said we're going to trade off here. See what our opponent wants to do. We'll take 5. We'll gain 1 life. Unless he... Well, actually we won't get any life if he kills the Anointer. He does not. Perfect. We'll gain a life here. Back up to 6. We're fine. We'll sacrifice the token next turn. And then hopefully we draw like Fatal Push into something else here. Sacred Cat's good though. We can Westvale. You for Sacred Cat. I would pass the turn back. And then can't lose. That thing's not exerted, but the Suntail can't attack by itself. We have plenty of chump blockers for this thing. We might be okay. And let's just fight. I mean, he's played completely decards so far. It looks like it's an entirely decard deck. So, if there's another Cartouche of Zeal here, you just take us down to 3, which turns off Angelic and Anguish I'm making. If we sacrifice the Sacred Cat, if he doesn't attack with that thing. And then we get a Scion from the Sacred Cat as well. Regal Caracol's a good draw. He has another Cartouche of Zeal. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Puts on that thing which gives it haste. We're dead. We're not dead, we're down to 1. We're not dead, we're down to 1. He's attacking with that, which gives us hope here. Because now we'll... That thing gets exerted. We'll throw you in front. It dies. We go down to 1. We go back up to 2. We can we can anoint to get up to 3. So like looking for like a Fatal Push draw into something here. Need to sacrifice the Scion though. Raven's Enthusiast buys us a turn, I think. Maybe it buys us a turn, I don't know, I can't do the maths here. So back up to 4, and then... Okay, so that thing's 2 exert creatures, he can attack with that, and that for 4, so I guess we start getting in here a little bit. So we need to hold the flyer back though. So we'll get in with you 2. Yeah, and then we block the flyer, we take 1. Yeah, I think that's it. We have a Westvale next turn, so we can Westvale, maybe we can win this game. We are not dead, okay? Our opponent's down to 2 cards in hand. We're not dead. We can Westvale, and if you can't remove it, we win this game. I shouldn't have, I don't know why, I mean I must have played at my Westvale at some other point. And we'll draw a million cards off the Smothering Abomination as well if we Westfill. So, yeah. The attack I was expecting. We eat you. If he has a pump spell, we die. We can't really do too much about that. If he has a burn spell, we die. He does not. We still have 6 creatures. I'm going to make another one with the Scion. Okay. Things are looking up, Nighthawk. So first things first. Transform. U5. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to get rid of you as well because we get a Scion token from it. And then, yeah, screw it. Just in case he can somehow remove my creatures here. We'll draw a million cards. We'll make Ormondal. We will attack with our board. If you can, if we gain the life here, we win. If we can't gain the life, well, white to cat. Easy peasy. That's how you beat the aggro deck. This deck, I said it was terrible. It's actually the best deck of all time. Okay. Never forget. Get out of here, Swamp. We don't need lands these days. We're past that stage of our life. And okay, yeah, perfect, unbeatable. Get wrecked, you. Free to play, casual. He has not played a single card that isn't a B card, so I do feel bad for my opponent here. He did fight the good fight, but Daddy needs his gold, so I'm sorry. Solemn Offering, what's that doing? Kills his own cartouche. Yeah, we win. Yeah, we played that game. That game happened, but we did manage to redeem ourselves for 2-2. Thank God. I was going to finish this one off because, frankly, that was an abomination. We never need to speak of it again. I don't know why I sacrificed. I think I did have lethal that last turn, by the way, if I sacrificed differently. But to be honest, I'm past that stage of my life now. This game has broke me physically and emotionally today, so we'll put that one behind us. And we did semi-go off with the Ormondal sack, so you know, wins all round. We're a happy team over here. But yeah. Fox Estro, you fought a good fight, but you were no match for a deranged and crazy Nighthawk at this point. But yeah, 4 games. We're not playing another one. Probably been in this deck straight afterwards. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I had my ups and downs in this video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later.